Welcome back to Twice Half That. I'm Anthony.
And I'm a happy 49er fan. Ha ha ha. Dak, man, you. Thank you. First off, thank you. I appreciate that. You know, and the hate that he's getting right now, he's getting too much. You know, other players could have stepped up. It was a defensive game. You can't get mad at him.
On both sides.
You know,
Dallas's defense showed up.
And you look at, they did. I knew they were. I knew this game was going to be a fucking slog. It was going to be a hard-fought battle, just like it was. They came, to fucking play. Whenever the Niners and the...
Well, it's funny how it ended up finishing, very similar to last year.
Yeah.
When the Niners beat them in Dallas, where it came down to one possession. Cowboys get the ball at the end and run out the clock.
Yep. And try to do something just kind of odd.
And then that play that they tried to run at the end,
somebody...
Zeke at center, ineligible receiver.
Yeah, they did. It was stupid. Somebody put
it looked like
Twitter
a Pee Wee football play.
Meme of on Indiana Jones. I think it's the first one where that dude is flipping the sword, he's doing all that shit, and then he just pulls the gun out and shoots him.
What's great is that wasn't even scripted. Play. Harrison was just tired.
No, his back was hurting. He was tired. He had the flu. That's what it was. He was sick as shit, and he was all like,
we're just going to do this.
Yeah. I'm not.
And it's now one of the most memorable parts of the fucking movie.
I love that movie. Harrison, you're awesome. You're an awesome.
You're a nos.
You're a nos, yeah. That was my brain literally saying that and then thinking about the new movie and how shitty it's going to be.
I don't like that they're basically erasing Indiana Jones.
No, that makes no fucking sense.
I understand, okay, you want to switch it up and you want to go with a female lead because that's the thing.
Buy the rights to Tomb Raider.
Do that, or you can still do it as a child, as his grandchild or protege or something along those lines, and still pay respect to the previous iteration of Indiana Jones. You don't have to erase him to have another. It's just...
Yeah, it makes that's bad writing, and that's on.
But I agree. You could also...
Kennedy.
Yeah, and you could also, if you want to go with that whole... adventure female, like you said, Tomb Raider. Make a good version of Tomb Raider.
Because all the versions suck. Hey, and whoever played her in the last movie, I'm not knocking you as an actress, but, she kind of does have to fit that archetype. You can't change certain characters. Like Velma. Velma's not black.
Well, no, she's Indian in this one.
Don't do that. She's not Indian.
That's her name.
Dumb as fuck.
Mindy Kaling.
Oh, God. That's even... Why would you do that? Nobody likes her. She's not funny at all.
I think
make your money. I'm not knocking that. Get paid, homegirl.
It's just like Aziz Ansari. I don't find him funny.
No,
but make your money.
What's his name? Glover. He's not funny either.
Donald Glover?
Yeah, he's annoying as fuck to me. I cannot stand that guy. And then when they had him as Lando, I was like, why would you...
Yeah, when I saw that casting, I'm like, dude, you can't go...
Why would you do that to anybody? Nobody could fill Billy D's shoes, and you're gonna put him in there, and people are like, oh, he was great. No, he wasn't. No, the fuck, he was not. That, and then having him fall in love with a fucking robot...
I didn't even see it, so
get out of here. I couldn't. You show me your trailer, I'm watching it. Nowadays, the way they edit trailers is literally, I'm going to put my best foot forward.
Yeah.
The best the movie has to offer.
Sometimes scenes that are cut.
Yeah, and then that's what you get. You don't get anything that teases me to want to watch it. I get a lot. I can extrapolate.
He can extrapolate, not extrapolate.
Hey, I speak Ebonics, so I'm saying it perfectly for that. But I could get what's going on. I could start filling in these fucking holes. Yeah, you heard me. And
man, last week was me. This week it's you.
Yeah, we trade off. This is the San Francisco Unified School District.
Thank you, Arlene Ackerman.
Really, yeah, and everybody before her. They did a fantastic job. That city is not as liberal as you think.
That's
really ain't.
No, it's liberal on the surface.
It really is. They do a lot
if
of
you go
dumb
deep
shit.
down into it, yeah.
They do a lot of dumb shit for money. You know, nothing really came from the Panama Papers.
No.
Those buildings, there's a lot of like
There's a
high-rises that are
shitload of
sitting empty.
Or it'll be like a 50-story building and there's one floor occupied.
Yeah, and it's like, that's dumb. I'm not doing that. That's effing retarded. Fill it, make continuation schools. Do something with it. But,
affordable housing, God forbid.
Yeah, just going back to Indiana Jones, it's going to be bad. I like going back to old movies and revisiting them, but let's do it not just for money. Let's do it for the actual story.
And some movies don't lend themselves to it. Indiana Jones does, because there's always another adventure.
Always. There's a lot of...
But to do it the way they're doing it... To do it the way they're doing it, though, where it's going to essentially erase Harrison's character for
some chick. And then everybody who doesn't like this quote-unquote woke culture, they're going to be like, all you're doing is cannibalizing what the fuck has come before you, trying to erase it. 1984 shit. And it's like, how about you just write your own Indiana Jones? It could even touch the series in the fact that she was all like, she went to the school and then was all like, because he taught at Oxford? Where did he teach? Whatever. It doesn't matter.
I think it was.
She goes there, she learns of him, she learns of Brody, and she's all like, these fucking dudes are awesome. We used to get money for that, and it's like, yeah, we still do. And then she does it, gets in way over her head, and then she's doing some shit. She gets a little stuck. She asks for help, and then, here comes this old guy. Oh, hey, old guy. And then Harrison Ford's grumble, 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 grumble. And then it's all like, and then he's all like, ooh, she's capable. Hey, take this whip.
Yeah.
And then you could lightweight, inject a little Catwoman into
Well, and that's what I'm saying. It's like she could be a protege. It doesn't mean that she learned under him the whole time, but it's like
she doesn't need to be a protege. She just needs to touch the motherfucker for half a second, a scene or two, tip of the nod, and then it's not even a passing of the baton. She is something different. He is old. He cannot pass the baton. The motherfucker has been dropped for some time. So she's over there like, ooh, and now he could even be what's called like air traffic control. Hey, I got something for you, kid. And it's all like, what is it? And then you go through that route, and then you bring fucking Shia LaBeouf. He got some problems, but hey, my nigga was molested. Let's be cool here. He was. I think it's mighty fucked up that a lot of people get a pass, but they're over here like he's a douche. Yeah, because he was touched as a kid. That's gonna make you angry, bro. Women get slutty, dudes get murdery. What the fuck you think he was doing that whole time? Help him, let him get on his feet, and then bring him back into the fold, because he is intense, and we can use that intensity in a movie. If you write a good Star Trek film, he could play a Klingon real well who's been slighted. He could bring that intensity out. That would be fantastic. Or in other movies, like he could play a Sith villain who was wronged. Hey, I fucking did everything I was supposed to. I was a victim like all these other people.
Yep.
Why was I treated, and still, why am I treated like shit? Like, what did I do wrong? At every turn,
we've
talked
about him. It's kind of like the Benedict Arnold situation.
Yeah, and that, oh God, I feel sorry for that dude. I really do. I understand that he betrayed the country, but first off, you'd be surprised at what pussy can do when you don't get no pussy, and all you've been thinking about is work and war. And then, wow, this is some really good fucking vagina. And then she's hot, on top of which she's like, boy, I know how to use it. And I knew a chick who, turned to she was a woman of the night, but that's disrespecting her. Homegirl was a straight fucking hustler.
Just a hustler, yeah.
And she legit took a nigga all day, took him for $3,000, and all she eventually did was talk a little dirty to him and give him literally, she said, like, minute and a half. Bow, he was done. $3,000. She milked this nigga. And not, just physically. I was all like that.
Physically.
I was all like, man, hold on. Can I give you a high five? Wash your hands. Bow! Like, I was all like, dude, that is some shit. Some women out there are good. And if the dude, you can have a very strong male, but if he has not been desensitized to the feminine wilds, he can be tamed. We're dogs. We are dogs. Yeah. And if you catch us early enough, you can make us do a lot. And who was it? Benjamin Franklin said this, and I wholeheartedly agree. If you're a woman in your 40s or 50s, go find, someone post, high school, and just fuck shit out that little nigga. Train him to do you the way you like to get screwed. And, because when I was 18, who the fuck wouldn't have loved that? 45, 50, that ain't old. It's not old at all. You can just bust inside all day. Like, what? You little niggas need to be, hey, listen to me.
Oh, shit.
Go make it happen. See, I mean it that much. I'm knocking shit over. Like, go. And you ladies, hey. And another thing, don't be afraid of size. Some of the bigger chicks, they hide some nice bodies. I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty nice. Hey, wife.
Ignore everything.
She's like, shut up, nigga. You do nothing but disappoint people. I was at work. Or fuck, I think it was at work. And
motherfucker don't even know where he was.
They were all like, they said, "Oh, what's your best line?" And I was like, "Oh, well, my best line is you slide up to him, you get him something to drink, and you say, 'Hey, baby, you ever been disappointed by a Mexican?'" My wife started crying. She was like, fucking A. That shit came out of nowhere. But, change it for your race. Or ethnicity, I should say. No, that shit was hilarious as fuck. She was like, I was not expecting you to say that. It was funny.
Damn.
But getting back to indie, you are fucking up a lot of franchises, KK, and your legacy isn't the creative side. Your legacy is
the money side.
Listening, and I'm not taking away from sometimes.
And when I say the money side, that's it absolutely needed.
That's fucking. It's hard to get financed for shit. You have a unique capability in the way that you get excited the way the creator gets excited. You are on the same level. You cannot creatively do what they do, but you do the other very important piece to that puzzle, getting money.
That is very important.
And you know how to convey that passion because you understand what you can visually.
Well, it's just like anything. When someone's telling you about something, they're talking about like this, and it's not really going to catch you. But if they're talking about like this, like you got to like
do this, and you're not even
that engages them.
Yes, you could tell this person is looking off into the dream, then connecting with me.
When someone's passionate about something,
it helps.
It's a far more convincing conversation than when they're just I don't give a shit.
Yeah, they're just putting something forth.
They're Ben Stein.
Yeah, they're bland. What was it? Bueller. Hey, did Ben Stein die? I think he did.
Did he? I know he was a speechwriter for Nixon.
Yep. So, homeboys, he would be up there in age. Oh, and fucking Stills, Crosby, and Nash. Crosby died.
Yep.
2-time fucking rock and roll.
I thought you were about to say he died 2 times.
No, he did die 2 times. Nigga, he did hella motherfucking coke and drugs. You know he died a couple times and got brought back. That nigga did.
No, Ben Stein's still alive.
Yay! Alright.
78.
Oh, he's not that old. damn, I thought he was older than that. Oh, sweet.
So he divorced and remarried his wife.
Sweet. Shit, Buzz Aldrin got married in 93, nigga. What? Landing on the moon and then landing in something else, if you catch my drift.
Man, like you.
Hey, she looked good, too. I was like, hey.
Well, he's Bez.
He's Bez Aldrin.
He's Bez Aldrin.
Some nigga came up to him in Texas, I think it was Texas, and he's over there like, the moon landing was fake. You're full of shit. It was, and Buzz said, what? Huh? What the fuck? Bow! Shut your bitch ass up. Literally, I was all like... I'll take that motherfucker as president. Hey, Biden, get out of here. And I love how they're like, we found papers at Biden's
that is, yeah.
And it's all like, no shit. But Biden is corrupt as fuck. He has been bought and paid for forever. Why do you think they went with him, the DNC, over Bernie?
Yeah.
They knew what Bernie was going to do. They don't want him...
He was going to rock the boat. They don't want to rock the boat.
Why do you think they went with Trump?
Yeah.
They were all like, oh, he's going to do everything that, everything that he can. And who was his running mate or opponent? It was Hillary.
Yeah.
They knew. Again, if it was Bernie, he would have won. But you put Hillary in there, and Hillary, don't nobody want Hillary.
No.
Hillary, you are nepotism. That's what you are. You've been handed everything that you fucking ever achieved. Oh, I'm not taking anything away from you. You worked for it, but if you were not born to who the fuck you were born,
already. You didn't have to get your foot in the door. You were in the door already.
And you want to know what's funny? You want to know who the people that got her in power are the two very groups that her father fought to keep down.
Yep.
So I find that to be mighty hilarious. Then when it came to...
And it's not because she was an advocate of theirs, like a true advocate.
No,
she worked on her father's campaign to keep those people down.
Yeah. She helped fight against...
And yes, people can grow.
Yeah, she was a child.
People can grow. Like, and people are like, oh, well, you said a racist thing when you were 15 and you're 40 now. You're still racist. No, that they could be. They absolutely could be. But it doesn't...
Bigot. Let's go bigot.
Yes.
Because racist means that you believe that your race is superior.
You're bigoted, but it doesn't mean they are. If you say something stupid when you're fucking 15, it doesn't mean that when you're 30 you're the same person. People can grow, they can evolve, and they can realize these ideals were fucked up and have their mind widened, and then it's like, oh shit. I mean, if we accept that people can leave a religion, because
we got out of 17 minutes for the recording, for just the audio.
But if people can accept that you can, escape religion, and you can escape cults, and you can escape this stuff, why can't you outgrow a belief when you were 15? If you can outgrow a belief that, whatever religion you're talking about, or the cult or whatever, why can't you outgrow that? Like, it's stuck in people where it's like, well, you had that thought at once.
Yeah, so you must still think that way. And it's like, well, motherfucker, it's been 20 years, so I got a lot of data that's kind of...
I've got a lot more life experience.
Look at Teddy Roosevelt.
Yeah.
In the beginning, he thought one way. Towards the end, he was like, you know what? Savages and blacks are pretty cool. And then towards the end, he was like, African Americans and the native peoples, they are good people. There have been plenty of...
Yeah, and you look at where he grew up, how he grew up. Of course, he's going to... There's that belief that they're beneath him, and then it's like you start realizing after life experiences and going through everything that he went through or that someone goes through in their life, it's like I've completely shifted my thinking.
And during that time, it was a very that race and color shit started, because of slavery. And honestly, it was for the Brits to keep the Indians in line. You got to keep them subjugated. They literally wrote there's a book that has been written on how to keep humans subjugated.
Yeah.
It works for all fucking groups. It's actually being done on, the
it's written, and it's, and it's not based on race. it's based on being able to separate and control.
It's based off groups that can
Yeah.
easily be, literally easily be them. So it's
like at a time where information isn't so quick,
readily available.
just doing a blind color aspect of it is really fucking easy. They're darker, they're bad.
Before it was poor, but we started working our way out of there. The middle class started coming up, like with the Industrial Revolution.
Yeah, there was
Shit
no more
started to
just
change.
nobles and fucking...
So it was like, ooh, how do we
peasants,
do
yeah.
this? And if you look, when you have back in the day when it was, it's hard to be racist when it's all like, nigga, everybody here's the same color.
Yeah.
So you can't really do that. And then when foreigners come in, there's so little of them, and the way shit worked back in the day is it was all like, well, they're here, and
Yep.
now they're from this country, and when it comes to fighting, they're here fighting with this country. And again, back in the day, if my kingdom got taken over by another kingdom, now I gotta fight with him against
Yep.
my former ally, and I can either ride against him or I could fucking one horse over. Hey, bro, just come over. Just come over. It's gonna be a lot easier, and nobody gotta die. And then it's all like, all right, fuck it.
Yep.
I totally lost where I was going with that. I'm not lying. I started thinking about fucking Caesar and his that Kings and Generals, man, that is a good fucking YouTube channel. It really is. I was like, man, that nigga fucking Gaius Julius Caesar was quite the tactician and strategician. Like, there's been a couple times.
Strategery.
Yeah, strategery-ish, fucking where he should have died, and he just literally pulled it out of his ass. And, one time where his veterans, they were like, they are losing their shit. They were outnumbered 2-1, and Caesar is against Pompey, and he's over there like, oh, dude, his 10th Legion's over there like, oh, I'm gonna fucking kill him, because they're over there, they're running into their camp, and when I say they, I mean like a whole formation. So you're think about like 300-400 dudes in a square, in a rectangle, moving in and out of the camp.
Yeah.
Moving around in the back when it's all like not really knowing where we're going. You see one group, in a 30-minute span, all dump into the camp and then file right back out, right into their same position. And then the people behind them, they reposition, around now to their right, stop. And then half those dudes go back to the other position, and then the niggas in the middle who just came in and out of the camp go back in and out of the camp. What are you doing?
Jesus.
What the fuck are
Yeah.
you niggas doing? So if you're a veteran of ancient warfare, you're like, oh, they're so fucking nervous. And you're like, nigga. And they were losing it. Everybody's all like, we got to do this. So all the veterans, look, I'm the 10th Legion. You're the, I think, like the 8th or the 9th. And I'm over there like, hey, rookie. Go ask Caesar. Go ask him. Shut up, bitch. Go ask him. Standard bearer, you're new, bro. Go ask Caesar. I've been asking him all day. Go ask him. You're a kid. He loves you. Just go ask him, nigga. And then Caesar's riding up and down. And they see him, nigga, we're gonna go. And he's like, no, don't go. And we're gonna go. And they're like, no, don't go, bro. We're gonna go. And he's like, don't go. And then dude's all like, and then they went, and then Caesar started running after our.
Fucking break your mic and shit.
He was on his horse, chasing after him, and he said, good luck, and then went back in the line and grabbed some more dudes, and then said, George, and then went after him. He was like, nope, 10th Legion. And those are his most experienced. Those are the niggas that were with him through everything. You gotta look up Caesar. You guys really do. When they say that motherfucker is one of the best generals ever, he really was. In Gaul, there was a dude named Vercingetorix. Jedricks. He's a badass dude too. He's a bad Gaul, and he was like, you know what? Let's get all our little Gaelic tribes together to make a big army to push against these fucking Romans. You know, they're douchebag pieces of shit. You know, and Caesar was all like, no, I'm not. I just want to steal your land. Fucking make you all slaves. Why you being a bitch about this? You know, I told you, you know, don't exist before, you know, we ever met. So, shit, that's your fault. And
this is mine.
Yeah, and he was kind of broke, and he owed a lot of people money back home, so that nigga needed money. He was consul, I think, twice. Once before he went, that shit didn't go too good. And then that's where the first triumvirate comes from. Pompey, you know, Crassus, who's really motherfucking rich, and, you know, the military might, which was Julius Caesar, who had shown that, yeah, this nigga knows what he's doing. But when he went up to Gaul, he really, really knew what he was doing. And this is why, if you're going to be a quarterback, you should really study, you know, what Julius Caesar did, because it helps you understand, you know, decision making, and why understanding the field and being prepared. Oh, it's Roger now.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
The baby's back. You know, it really helps you understand how to do that, how to play, make the right decisions. Not necessarily at the right time, but it helps you understand that preparing and knowing the tendencies of your opponent will really, really help, because it can take you a good distance away. But going back to what he did with that dude versus Jedricks, he sieged him. Who he was on a mountaintop. I shouldn't say mountaintop, but think. Have you seen Lord of the Rings? Think the second movie when Aragorn gets to the Kingdom of Rohan. That's lightweight. What the that Gaelic. What the hell is it called? City-state was like. So the Romans came around and basically made 30 miles worth of motherfucking gate around them, fence, locked them in, and then homeboy, before the Romans were able to get it completely finished in, I think, like 2 weeks. 30 miles in like 2 weeks. Or, no, I'm sorry. I think it was like 10. 30 miles is later on. And, he, you know, before they can encircle the city fully, a small band of Gaelic warriors get out. They ride to the nearest camp, or, you know, nearest area where they can get other Gaelic people together to get an army to gathered. And I think it was like, it ended up being like 60,000, and I think there was like maybe 10,000 within the walls of the city. So the Romans were like, oh shit, we have less people, so we have to, you know, how do we, you know, multiply our force without having more people? Let's build another fucking wall. Only instead of a sieging wall, it is a wall to keep the enemy out. So they built another wall. So there's literally, they're sieging someone while they're about to be sieged. And they fight one of the best and most awesome battles ever. You should look it up. It is effing sick. And if you make movies a la, you know, hey, KK, before you step down, do a little Dan Carlin searching on hardcore history, you know, go down that rabbit hole. There's plenty of scenes you could steal, plenty of story ideas you could steal from that. It's great. You know, Anthony's gone for a long time, and I'm new to vamping, so I'm over here searching what the fuck we were talking about earlier and trying to get back to that shit. I knew it was Indiana 5, and I was going on some point before then, but I no remember. So I'm trying to. I did send him something earlier. I'm trying to remember, but in the meantime, I want to talk about the NFL. And, you know, oh, we were talking about Dak. I do remember that. He, you know, he is a good quarterback. I just think a lot more of these head coaches need to, especially since the NFL is trending towards, you know, the rules being, you know, trending towards being strictly offensive minded. You know, you can't really tackle anybody any fucking way, especially if they're the quarterback. You know, you need to have guys that are offensive minded. You need to have offenses designed, not necessarily starting from, a West Coast base, but it does need to be a little more balanced, because this whole cult of the quarterback kind of needs to die. Because growing up, obviously a Niner fan, I was born in 88, so I didn't, technically my brain didn't come online till a lot later with fucking football, but I do remember seeing, Joe and all the guys killing it. Jerry's my all-time favorite NFL player, and what he did was just badass. His intangibles, that he brought to the field were more than just I catch and I run. There was a lot of shit that he did that helped him, get all that yak, that helped him, get open. And I feel that, in today's NFL, too much credit is given to the quarterbacks when a lot of it is, my ability to get open, and a lot of times it's just run this route, and it feels like a lot of these guys, the techniques and the moves that they use are fucking stale as shit to get open, and it's all talent. There's shit that I used to practice as a kid that would help me. There's shit that I watched, Jesus Christ. I've seen Jim Brown do. I've seen Eric Dickerson do that you don't see as much. And that is when you're running with the ball, you have the ball, and you can prepare for the contact. You need to learn to come off the ground and ball up. The closer all your limbs are to your core, you're gonna bounce a lot better. It's gonna be slightly harder to get a hold of you. If they're just doing a bump, you can bump. And I've seen this with him. If Anthony's knees are tucked more up into his body, and that ball is being cradled not only by his forearms, his chest, but now his thighs. When I bump this motherfucker, you see his arm moved. Hi, lady. You wouldn't see that. That wouldn't happen as much. It's all in there. His whole body's gonna move kinetically. That energy moving through him, it's gonna, pass through, rather than there being shit for it to, get hung up on, that energy be, displaced to the ball, then the ball get fucking, knocked out. Not to mention, you can adjust a little bit better when you're in the air. One thing that I've seen, some of the greats do is, as they're running, they will literally lift up. Their momentum is still taking them, and it makes it a lot harder for the defensive player to read, because now when you land, you're more explosive. Because when you're running, now you have to set your feet rather than them being already set, and you can dig both in and then move. And that shit that I used to do, mind you, it was only on the playground, but I'm pretty sure people who are better athletes than me, coaches that have been playing the game a lot longer, coaching a lot longer than me, could understand that can help. Done at the right time, you will fuck somebody up. Not to mention, if it's a lot easier to sometimes move towards the tackler and then spin out, because you're taking away that angle, instead of it. Kind of obviously I'm a fucking history buff, so one thing that you see a lot of aircraft do, or ships do, if they're going to engage the enemy, is you're going to intercept. It's the same concept. Instead of having let me open this, so noise, noise. And then, you are coming from this angle, the runner's coming from here. You're going to take an angle to intercept. So if now you are the runner, you move more towards him. Now he has to fucking change his trajectory. And as you're coming at him, you move more towards his inside, and then you can curl. You actually have a lot more control as a human moving at speed, going back shoulder, moving out towards your turn rather than me juking this way. You can actually, and you gain a little bit of centrifugal force momentum, which then shoots you off. And now if I'm coming at Ant and he does that, all I'm doing is helping him spin.
Yep.
And sometimes a lot of these dudes are athletic enough, and if they got enough arm strength and practice, your gorilla stance and how to hit the ground and use your fist as more of a prop, and use your whole lat, stiffen that up so it takes a brunt of it, and you spring. You don't stiffen, you spring. You use everything as a spring, and then you can move, because if your knees don't
that's
touch,
essentially what running is,
you're not down. Yes, and you can keep moving. We got to learn a lot more how to absorb and roll out of hits. And you've seen, and what brought this to my attention, number one, is loving football. It was my first fucking sport that I loved. But we just didn't have it anywhere we went to school. So
we would have had to travel to play. Like, I would have had to go to fucking Kimball to play.
Yeah, and
down in the Fillmore, which is super cool. I mean, I played baseball for him, but, like, it was a trek.
That's a trek. And I couldn't go to Mission.
Yeah.
Like, literally, because of gang activity, I had motherfuckers run up on me multiple times, and all of them went to Mission. So I'm not going to do that. I mean, I could have, but fuck Mission, honestly.
Well, and why put yourself in that position even?
Yeah, and Mission was a bad school at that time.
Not that O'Connell was any better, but
but I mean,
but it was closer.
Yeah, it was closer. It was a lot closer, motherfucker. I 7 blocks. Walked 7 blocks. That's a lot closer than having to take the goddamn 33. Oh, goddamn, the 33. Let me tell you about the 33.
Well, you could have done the 22 also, but yeah, either way.
Either way, you got a bunch of dolphins on it who are on, just took their methadone, or, about to go fucking, they're leaving that. Oh, shit, it's not that day. I fucked up. I gotta go to Haight and get some heroin. And it's just like, damn. Not to mention, fuck Mission. they were John O'Connell.
Yeah, they were our rival.
I got nothing. Mission's cool. It's playful hate. Fuck them. They're the Bears, right?
Yeah, the Mission Bears.
We're the fucking
Boilermakers that look like the Michelin Man.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I was all like, what is this? Is it the Michelin Man?
Yeah.
They're like, it's a train. No, it's not.
Well, no, the first one looked like the Michelin Man, and then they switched it to a train. Because and apparently it's because we just followed the
Purdue, yeah. It's like, and okay.
Purdue, which is in what, school. Indiana?
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck are you doing? What are you doing? That's what I mean. God, they're dumb. Seriously, let me control the education in the city. It'll go a lot better. I guarantee it will go a lot better. Take it from somebody who had to
go through it. Yeah,
that education. I don't know what the right thing to do is, but motherfucker, I can tell you what not to do real well. Nope, don't do that. Don't do that.
Exactly.
Don't do that. Those options, we'll log that later. Those? Get rid of that shit. That's a bad idea. We're going to pay you. No. You're going to pay me with the fuck I earn. I don't need no golden umbrella. So if I fail, I get rewarded?
If I fail, I get millions of dollars.
Like
for failing your children.
What? So you basically told this person, I'm going to give you money
no matter what.
A bad job.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. That's bad governing. A lot of the people that are in the position to govern, they are dumber than dirt, and they shouldn't be there. And a lot of people need to understand, just because that motherfucker is a lawyer or a doctor or some other fucking profession that's supposed to, indicate intelligence, no. They went to school
it's intelligence in a narrow scope.
In that.
Yeah.
doesn't mean they understand everything. How to
If you're a surgeon, you might be a genius with your hands, like as a surgeon, knowing what to do, what it can be, ways around it. That doesn't mean that you're going to be able to fucking change a tire. You know what I mean? That doesn't mean that you can hook up your fucking cable. It's a narrow scope.
Yes.
And they're necessary, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm not taking that away from them.
I don't want to knock them, but just because they're in that position doesn't indicate intelligence. It can. That person could be intelligent.
For me,
but it doesn't. Yeah. It doesn't mean that they are.
You have to tick a lot of boxes for me to be like, that person is intelligent. You can be a mathematical wizard, but if you cannot operate outside of that, that just makes you a mathematical genius. If you can do nothing else, it's all like that motherfucker got Asperger's. Like that Russian dude. He solved some super complicated motherfucking equation, and we cannot get a hold of this guy. Because the community is so full of shit, and this is where intelligence comes in. A lot of intelligent people lack social, emotional intelligence, and these motherfuckers, the academic community argues a lot. If I'm a professor, I did my whole life's work on studying this shit. Everybody's all like, he's right. He's the leading motherfucking person. He's my student. And then he does, in his 5 years of research, oh my God, that's wrong.
Yeah.
And then they get mad. No, nigga. You were a stepping stone to that. You are
because
an
of that
part.
This was able to be figured out.
Getting there. He could not have gotten to that conclusion. She could not have gotten to that conclusion if you wouldn't have did the hard work. I could do all I can. Again, we're gonna take football. I can fucking run it literally that whole way. I took it from fucking, the line of scrimmage all the way up just to inches to that first down. I wasn't able to do it. I'm the best running back there ever was. This quarterback fumbles. He loses the ball all the time. Shitty grip. He's an 18th string quarterback. We did a quarterback sneak. He scored. Touchdown. He scored. Are you gonna bitch? No. I got us the whole way there. We just
it's like in baseball with the closer.
Yeah.
I mean,
same thing.
It's in the name. It's you get the team carries it to that point and you finish it.
We need to get out of this mindset of me.
Yeah.
The next good candidate needs to run under a very, very famous slogan. All for one, one for all.
Yeah.
And it literally, that's the way it needs to be. Because if I'm making sure that this motherfucker could stand, that means he's making sure that I can stand. Which, and hey, I'm not saying there are going to be people who are going to,
and there absolutely are. But if the bulk of society has that same mentality, it'll help weed those people out too. And they will be far more, like, it'll flash over them far more because everyone else is pulling in the same direction while they're just sitting there.
And I come from, a very liberal mindset, but also lightweight. We do have a lot of German influence in this country. I also have some of that in me, where it's once everything's set up, oh, hold up, homeboy. Hold up, nigga. There's how many motherfucking filters before we got to this point, and now you want to fucking bitch and complain and play victim? Nah. You walk your little bitch ass over there, and you do what you gotta do to earn that shit back. I don't mean like, oh, my mom, did dope when she was pregnant with me and I was born kicking. All right, homeboy, we'll work with you, but you gotta work with me.
Yeah.
Because if I'm just, throwing motherfucking beers against the wall, that ain't happening. We don't operate like that. Like I said, all for one, one for all. If you want to just take, then
you can take your ass.
Then, nigga, you're going to take this rope and you're going to put it around your neck and you are going to kick the stool out. You've taken enough. Take the fucking stool. Take it. Kick it out from under you. Grab it, actually. I'll give you handles, nigga. I'll give you a rope. Pull it up. You know, because I'm sick of motherfuckers. And this goes not just for, you know, the people who are like the homeless or parasites. It's no. This goes for a lot of conservative states who do nothing but use their fucking people as glorified slaves. Yeah. You look at Arkansas, you look at Tennessee,
serfs. It's serfs.
Like a lot of these, you know, the southern states and the Midwestern states, it's like, honestly, nigga, besides, you know,
just a handful.
Agriculture, because we all produce. That's what the fuck we do. You know, we got the fertile land for it. You bet your ass we're going to do that. The only problem is corporations took it over.
Yep,
but
there is no it's almost impossible to be a mom and pop farm.
But these conservative states keep fighting for the fucking corporation.
And things like subsidies on various agriculture and livestock, a lot of that money goes to corporate farms. It doesn't go to mom and pop.
To the mom and pop.
It doesn't go to the small fucking farm, the small family farm that's struggling to keep their fucking land that's been their family for 5 generations. It goes to fucking, you know, Tyson. It goes to fucking...
goes to these motherfucking
these major fucking corporate farms that are worth billions.
Giving us
the ones that don't need it.
Chicken.
Yeah.
Sick milk. Like, you should see it. Like, literally, if you ever, you know, if you take a trip to San Francisco ever for a vacation, first off, you know, if you can, I highly suggest, it's going to be expensive. Save up for a rental car. You can hit a lot of cool places just within a 3-hour drive. If you want to take a 4-hour drive, you go up to Fort Bragg. Fort Bragg is fucking gorgeous.
It's like three and a half. Well, it's 4 from you. It's about 3.5 from the city.
Yeah, they need to change the name of that fucking place because fuck the Confederates.
Yeah.
Fuck the Confederacy. There's only one dude I will take coming from there, and that's Robert E. Lee. You know, first off, the nigga didn't really want to do it.
No, it was more like, well, I'm from here.
My state.
Yeah.
What's my state doing? He's the ultimate ride or die. What's my state doing? Fuck.
Yeah.
I guess we're doing that. The whole time during the war, too, they're all like, send me him. I need men. I need men. You can't, hey, my job is to protect my state. I'm not marching. The Union ain't marching on me all that much. So,
yeah,
you know, last time I checked, Richmond is in Virginia. Virginia is where that motherfucker was from.
Yep.
So he was all like, nope, not marching. Not marching. I wonder how much, you know, him being from Virginia and... Oh no, that was Vermont. Mount Vernon.
Yeah.
Wait, yeah, Washington was
Vermont. Yeah,
Vermont. It wasn't Virginia. The V's messed me up. I know. You know.
I mean, same coast, but not really next to each other.
Yeah.
Vermont's a little further north than Virginia.
Yeah, just a little. And you know, so he just stood there and was all like, until they gave him the reins, and then, you know, he did what he did. Brilliant tactician, but you can't deny, you know, who was better? Grant. Grant was one of our best presidents.
Grant
he really
always like, it makes me laugh that his real first name isn't Ulysses.
No, he was just
that was a clerical error at West Point, and he was just kind of like
a meek dude that he just went with it. He was like, all right. That's what we're going with.
I mean, that's crazy. When I first seen that, I was like, no fucking way.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's like,
he's a good dude.
One of the greatest generals in U.S. history and a very good president was so meek.
Some say world history. He was bad. He was a really
was so guy. Meek when he entered West Point that he didn't even correct them when his name was wrong. Not just misspelled, wrong.
All around, if you look at his military service, it was, you know, it was serviceable. And then he got out, went into business, didn't do all that good, and then, you know, shit started kicking up with the Civil War, got involved with that. He was on the West, and what a lot of people seem to forget, the Union was losing the war in the beginning. Yeah, we lost a lot, but there was also the Western half that they were doing pretty well in. So it's all like, and overall, yeah, when you pretty much attack, you know, your fellow fucking fucking country.
When you
man.
catch people off, when you sucker punch someone and just can completely catch them off guard, you're going to be behind the ball.
I love it. Was a war of northern aggression. Nigga, you fired the first shot. What the fuck are you talking about? Well, you made us. You literally were resupplying your fort after we said we were separated. Well, yeah, it's my fort on my land.
At the front, like on the border.
Which federally, I still fucking own. We never discussed that I was leaving it.
Yeah.
Seceding it. The fuck are you talking about? Or seceding it,
Ceding it.
Yeah, ceding it to you. Like, what the fuck? And they were all like, well, you made us. It's like, no, okay, so what about the years ahead when you started robbing the magazines and the powder rooms? What about then?
Yep.
No, that was northern aggression. You did it. Yeah, but they were there and we needed the guns to start a war. About states' rights. States' rights to what?
Cheap labor.
Cheap labor. Sluts. It's like, sluts are free. So like, oh yeah. Yeah, they're labor sluts. So like, nah, nigga, it was a war about slavery.
And I just love these people that still fly the fucking rebel flag.
Yeah. You're not allowed to do that anywhere else. But, you know, the usurpers and the motherfucking wannabe usurpers.
And what I love is how many of them don't have a family history with the Confederacy on top of it.
No, I'd make that shit.
Even if you did, there's still no reason. That's like someone who had a relative that was a Nazi.
That's not even the
fucking flying the flag. No, it's not. It's a fucking
that's Robert E. Lee's banner from, and it's not even the complete banner.
Yeah,
that what you see is the top. What we have where the stars and the blue field is on our flag, that's the stars and bars for him. I'm taking that shit back. No, the stars and bars is Old Glory, nigga.
Yeah.
You got, and even Robert E. Lee said it too. He said there's one flag. So stop fucking flying that fucking flag. I don't give a fuck. If you fly it, then hey, pick up and go to that country. Go to that country. Go find it. You can't, because it doesn't exist. Because
I just love that the people that typically fly that flag call themselves patriots while flying an enemy combatant's flag.
Man. Like, and running around like Taliban with the flags on the back of the trucks and shit. Hella servicemen are like, I don't get that. Like, we've seen the Taliban and ISIS do that shit all day. We come home and now they're doing it. Like, why are you doing it? Why are you taking what they do and you're trying to make it your own? Like, you have no fucking clue what you're doing. And this is the problem when you send, servicemen overseas that are poorly educated. You get poorly educated niggas coming back, bringing this shit back that don't understand shit. It's all like...
It's Gomer Pyle, and I don't mean the show, I mean fucking Full Metal Jacket.
And like I've said before, the military, they are requesting smart. I need intelligent soldiers. I can't run around with fucking morons.
All they're good for is being a sponge.
Look at Russia. They got dumb soldiers. Look at Russia. And this isn't a knock on the Russian people themselves. This is their government being like, I can manipulate dumb people. Let's make dumb people. The same shit they do here by taking away from education. You just said we had a record year business-wise. How the fuck do we need to take away from education? Well, see, that's the private sector did well. So why aren't we taxing them? You tax me up the ass with everything.
Everything.
I get my tips fucking taxed. What type of shit is that, nigga? Like, come on, bro.
That's why I love getting my cash.
Tips. The fuck? So this motherfucker gave me $5 on card, and you're gonna get like fucking 87 cents of that, $1.20.
Yeah, I'm getting $3.80 out of it. Like, you're getting $1.20 out of the money that was given to a gift, essentially.
Meanwhile, some con man named fucking Elon Musk can run around and fuck a bunch of people out of their money. Oh, well, I'm gonna take money from this business to put into this business so I can buy Twitter and lose a bunch of money. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's a shell game.
I can't do that though.
No, hell no. You're locked up.
No. You're a small business owner. You can't do that. And I love how they continuously say small business keeps America afloat.
Yeah, keep shitting on small business and giving the benefit to big business.
That's both.
No, that's 100% both. That's not one party. That's both. Oh, 100%. I mean, I'm sure we've said it, is neither of them motherfuckers give a shit about you. DNC, RNC, they're all the same shit. And if you really get to brass tacks, the ones that get into the final positions to be able to be in office typically are on almost identical platforms with small, minor differences.
You have to be a bootlicker.
Yeah.
If you're not a bootlicker, if you're not about making them money, you're not going to be up there. Why do you think Bernie Sanders,
Yep.
Why do you think, anybody of actual substance, They'll just boot them the fuck out of there. This magical candidate came in and now he's president. Who, Joe Biden?
Yeah.
Joe Biden? Get out of here.
Just look at his political history.
Yeah, it's all like, dude, look at his son. Like, what the fuck? Like, legit, I understand, shut up about the Hunter Biden shit, but, look at him. Look at the shit he continues to do. That's white trash shit. That really is. Same with Trump. All these people, they are not anyone special.
No.
And when you hear elite, that nigga ain't elite. Don't say that shit, because first off, as an American, it's illegal to have titles, so don't call nobody elite. Nobody's elite. We live in a fucking republic. That means he is equal to me. I am equal to his daughter, who is 7. You are equal to that 9-month-old, to that embryo who will come to full term. Until it becomes full term, there's nothing I shouldn't say full term, until it gets to the point to where legally and medically they're like, no, that has become beyond a collection of cells and a small little, basically, big ass human growth, cell hormone, but it's fucking a collection of cells. Until it gets to a certain point, they're like, nope, now that's a baby.
Yeah.
That's a fucking baby. And that whole life starts at a heartbeat. And it's all like, no, it really doesn't, because science is a little bit better at determining that. And everybody, look, I'm with the trans community. I really am. Growing up as a child, I grew up, literally being told, this is their position, this is what the fuck they go through. And then it's all like, ooh, yeah, we should treat you right.
Yeah.
You're a dude who wants to be, treated as a dudette. Gotcha. You're a dudette who wants to be treated as a dude. Gotcha. Now we got all this other ass shit, and I'm like, well, what about my older homies who fought? Like, what they went through and then, to get to that position, what they had to go through emotionally and physically, mentally, like, you have just shit on them. And then to be like, oh, well, they're allowed to do it at, 9. Whoa. Let's pump the brakes. That I do agree with. I agree with, we gotta let them go. Yeah, exactly. Let them go through puberty first. Don't stop shit, because how do you know that this fucking child truly, and I mean, no, because I grew up with one or two of them, and you're all like, oh no. And then sometimes they're just gay, and they're living out a little effeminate. They're living out a fantasy that when they get a little bit older, they're all like, I get, I was young, so it was like, and now I'm comfortable where I am. I grew up in San Francisco. You know a lot of gay people. Yeah. You meet them a lot. And some you don't realize. Well, they're everywhere. Yeah. It's just here. They're allowed to actually be themselves, be free like all other Americans. Same with Austin. Austin's cool for that. Austin has a pretty big gay community, which you wouldn't think in Texas. But Austin's kind of an outlier in Texas, which is cool. Take over that whole shit ass state. A call. Did I just get called? You are need father. Father, get your ass in here. I need a brownie. That's That's what my 3-year-old does, basically. Hey, what? I need candy. Like, you ain't getting candy, little motherfucker. Yeah, I need it. Give it to me. But, yeah, there's a lot of things we need to fix. And getting back to, this original point, because we should change this name to fucking Tangent. Fucking can't keep on topic for shit.
What's a topic?
I mean, see, but that's why I would make a great administrator, because I could stay on topic for a good 2-3 minutes. I'll rant that motherfucker out, and then, I will pick.
We start off talking about football, then get to Caesar, and Indiana Jones, and Tomb Raider.
Busy, I can handle a lot of shit at once.
What else do we get to? We got back to football, then we got to...
Yeah. My brain. Nah, but Laura Croft, she does need to have some slight boobage.
Well, I mean, if you're following the character, that's the way the character is
I understand.
designed.
They were appealing to me as a child. I get it. I love boobs. I still love boobs. All the gay dudes I know love boobs. All the chicks I know, straight, love boobs. Like, dude, there's nothing. I love small hair. I do. But Laura Croft has a nice rack. And she can run around.
She's larger chested
for the most part, I don't need to see them, jiggling and flying all over.
We don't need the Baywatch scene.
But
the Baywatch.
Whoa. No, we do. But
no, I'm saying that 100% of the movie does not need to be slow motion running.
It doesn't need to be that. Keep the puppies, keep the guns hidden until, we need them at Navarone. Then bust them out. She don't even need to flash. Just, good cleavage. Yeah. The guard's just sitting there. And she's like, can you stop staring at my fucking chest? It's making me really uncomfortable. And even the other guards are like, yeah, nigga. Like, we're not going to do that. And it's like, I'm sorry. They're just, and you have them glisten. And you get them. And that's, we're dumb. We're fucking dumb. If I'm in 100% control. There's nothing she can do. There's nothing he can do. There's nothing he can do. And she sees, now both of them can't take their eyes off my tits. I can jiggle a little bit, trying to pretend like I'm trying to get out. Hey, stop that. Stop it. Stop it. And then homeboy gets out and they're both dead and they all laugh, and now dude who saved them is all like, you can do that. That's all suggestive. It's kind of funny, and we're dumb. That episode of fucking South Park is right. You hit that corner and it is like Daryl.
The primitive hits.
You're just so like, damn. God damn. Some nice tits. I got cocked a lot as a child staring at my teacher's tits. Miss Garcia, oh dude.
Freshman year.
I would literally be like, nigga, look the fuck away. But it was cold in her class. It was a giant class.
And it was always cold as fuck in that class. And she would always
try, in her defense, she would always try and stay covered up. I'm fucking
14, 15,
off, literally
stuck.
Puberty is in full effect, and it is just like, god damn,
shit's working overdrive.
She was a very beautiful woman. She was very hot, very slim, slender, with a nice full rack with all due respect, and it was just nice. You couldn't help but look at him. Damn, that's nice. I remember even Celestina was all like, she got a nice rack. Like, goddamn. And I'd be like, and she'd make eye contact with me, and then I'd look away, and towards the end, it'd be like, bro, and I'm like, man, I swear to God, I mean nothing by it. And when it would be cold, you'd get nipplage, so you'd be even more just stuck. Superman. Real X-ray vision, bro. I beg of you. You really wanted to see through that. You did. And you just like, please. for the love of God, let me see. You know, it was never gonna happen.
No.
I paid attention as much as I fucking could. You know, I did. I had good grades in her class. Well, you had to, because you want to impress. Fucking such a nice rack. And she was a nice lady.
I think she lived right around the corner from you. She lived like next to Jose.
I think she did, but I'm not a stalker, so it's like and you know, you kind of don't want to get known.
No,
that dude.
Yeah, that's not.
And I mean,
good luck.
You're not. I mean, come on now. You're a child. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Some of these kids, though, it's all like you were fucking your teacher, and you told everybody. I legit would have told my dad and been like, "Please don't snitch, nigga. I got to tell somebody. You know, go. Come on. I was lying, and then walk out the room, and then he just look at me and be like, I hope you did. No, but I wouldn't have told nobody. I'd have told him, you know, but in all honesty, I wouldn't have told him, no, I don't want you asking. And no, that's mine. Back up. Nigga, back up. For real, back up. That's mine. There was several teachers in high school. I was like, hey, how you doing? And they were like, hey, get away from me. Oh, Mr. A. Suck it up, nigga. I'm living through you.
Yeah, I have to vicariously live through you because it's only legal.
And I gotta say, like a homie, like a true homie, he legit, in the middle of doing actual teacher work, my nigga said, close the book, looked me dead in the eye, and he goes, well, you're gonna have to leave my classroom then. And I said, done. I was like, may your arrow strike true, brother. And he just smiled. He said, get out of here. Because she legit came in, and even as a kid, as a dumbass little nigga, was legit like, she said, hey, Dan, we're going to the bar.
We were 17, 18. It was senior year of high school.
Smile on her face. Oh, my little horny ass was like, oh, she wants it. Do it. Like, you are obligated. I am fucking calling. You have to. I can't even finish the thought. You have to. I am begging you.
Dude, we had some cool ass teachers.
I literally said that too. I said, I am begging you. I need this victory, and I am living through you, bro, because I want to fuck the shit out of this chick. That's not gonna happen. I was 18. She was, I think, 24. Just turned 25. He was the same age.
Yeah, he was.
I was like,
he was like fresh out of school.
I was like, she ain't desperate enough. That ain't happening, bro.
And you know, in all fairness, Mr. A was a good looking dude. Like, he was.
Yeah, that's why I was like, nigga, I know you're gonna make it happen. Do it. I knew. I got all confidence. All the confidence in you, man. He knew it. He looked me dead in my eye. Gave me that smile like, I got you, nigga. And then he fucking got him. Literally. I straight called. Nope. Broke hard. And as a grown-ass man, that nigga said, fuck. Close my book. I gotta go handle some ass. I hope he did. Just lie to me, nigga. I'll take it.
I can't fact check it, so.
No, I'm going, hey, he did it as far as I'm concerned. I didn't ask. I kept it respectful. Just kept it moving. You know, I'm taking that victory. I made that happen.
Do we, like, looking back, we had some cool ass teachers though. Fucking Mr. P, Mr. A.
Yeah, Mr. P, Mr. A was cool.
Ragosa.
Yeah. And Angie was hella cool. Angie was a shit. Ragosa was a shit. He was like, nope, you can't be in my class. He was like, nope. Oh, why not?
I had him fucking sophomore year.
I will pay attention. He was like, no. Me and you get along too good, and there's just too many jokes. We get off track, and then next thing you know, we're fucking 2 weeks behind we were. He caught us up because he's a really good. I mean, that motherfucker was a great math teacher. He could teach some MATHE. I'm not lying. No, he's good. He's good, hands down. He was like, you motherfucker, you're not doing your homework. I'm like, yeah. So I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna. And so he was like,
don't fuck up in class. Essentially, that's what he said, is don't fuck up in class then.
And pass the
I
tests.
didn't. I passed every single test with either an A or a B.
So
Did
you
all
knew
my
the material,
classwork.
yeah.
So he's like, all right, you get a C plus B. Cool.
Bam.
I'm still eligible.
He was good. And he passed me on to said hot teacher. He said, don't worry. And that's all he kept saying was, don't worry. All right. So I close his door, and going into class, shooter rules apply. So there's, 2 ways in,
Yeah.
2 ways out, really, for fire fucking exits. And fire safety. And her class was in one of the little wings in a little nook. So I came out of his, which then led into hers. Literally, came out of his door.
Just serpentine.
Literally, whoop, did a U right in hers. Opened the door. She turned around. She looked at me. She smiled. She said, "Hello, my name." I'm not gonna say her name. And then fucking, I was all like, "Oh." Turned around. Opened that nigga's door. Fucking opened that, and I was a senior. Opened it. He's in the middle of teaching. Big ass grin. Said, "Thank you." And he laughed the hell out. Get the fuck out of here. And then I went in that class, probably sat my happy ass down next to Jesus, my homeboy's girlfriend, and my nickname for her. And I was all like, I'm ready to learn. And she goes, yes, you are, nigga. And then she said, just remember, you can only write with a number 2 pencil. And I started laughing hella hard. She was like, she is cute though. I was like, yeah. And then Ruben was over there like, looking at me like, nigga, yeah. I was like, yeah. She's like, okay, calm down. I complimented her every fucking day. I was a little too much. Not over the top, just little shit. I was not properly, oh, you have such a nice smile this morning. Little shit like that. She was like, you little motherfucker. Oh, that's so cute. Sit down, you little shit.
You little fuck.
I mean, when I was like, ooh, you were just checking all my fucking boxes right now. I will be respectful. I know my fucking place, god damn it. Hey, you, little chick my own age, come here. But not like that, more Sanford and Son. Fucking,
There's so many people that don't get that reference.
Fucking, or more George Jefferson. Hey, what's that? I fucking love that dude. His walk is the best.
Yeah.
If the next person who wins a major acting award, you have to walk down the aisle like that. You've got to walk down the aisle like
fucking
that.
awesome.
Oh, shit. Nah.
That would be fucking awesome.
If they were going to do a biopic well, you can't really do it on him. If you were going to redo or do a Jefferson movie, I should say, who would you have play George Jefferson?
Damn.
Mike Epps?
Maybe. I could see a Mike Epps in that spot.
Who else? I can't even think. Who would you have? Fuck. You, damn, I had another black dude.
Oh my god. Fuck.
Damn, I'm spacing on his name.
Bro, why can't I remember his... Like, I got another one too. It's fucking dude who I thought should have been Genie.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Nobody should have been Genie. How the fuck are you going to do that? You're dumb. But I know who you're talking about. I forget his name.
Why can't I remember his fucking name?
Wyclef. Fucking, god damn it. He's a little guy. He was in fucking, he's a big comedian. I'm forgetting his name.
Which one?
Why am I forgetting his name?
Kevin Hart?
Money Mike.
Cat Williams.
Cat Williams, I could see him doing that. I could see him doing that. You know what movie would be great? There's a comedian named Miss Pat. You have her play a lesbian who's at like a convenience store or something, and these 2 little incels trying to get at chicks, but the way they're trying to get at them, she's just chill little ass over here. And basically, she's all that, the incels with the black lesbian. That fucking movie would be the shit. And listen to Miss Pat. She's an older black woman who you were just like, yes, she could probably shame the shit out of some niggas into doing some shit that they're supposed to. Get your little ass over here, you stupid ass nigga. Like, and it's some dorky ass fucking looking white dude, or actually probably some big ass fat neck bearded motherfucker. So you can do that, because then you can take a break in filming and then just have my nigga go at it. Steroids, HGH, anabolic steroids, and just have him on fucking whatever steroids The Rock is taking, and just fucking bolt
Jay Farrow,
up, and then bring him back.
There you go. I had to look.
That whole time.
I was like, fuck. What is his name? Jay Farrow.
You bring
just because he's really good at embodying like impersonations and shit, like the mannerisms and shit.
Well, what people need to understand is, I don't know why Disney would do that. That man, Robin Williams, is first off an American legend, a cinematic legend, a film comedic genius, and a really good dude. Yes. Yeah. Did he steal jokes? Technically, no, because what he bought from you, you didn't know you bought it until he seen you, and straight, thank you.
Yeah.
You're like, what? I took it. And then walk off, and you're like, he did take that shit. That's a $10,000 check for one fucking joke. He knew how to...
Yeah.
It just, when you get so big, a lot of these dudes don't do what Chris Rock does, which is very, very intelligent. I'm good. This is my shit. I have my book. People are paying a lot of fucking money. If I use some of that money to pay Nick DiPaolo, a conservative comedian and hilarious fucking guy, and all these other dudes, they're not writing jokes for me. They're over here like, ooh, that's good. How about they're all workshop? And then when the chamber switches, but now it's Nick's turn. Let's game plan.
Yep.
Let's help him. You're not doing the comedian.
It's a collective.
Job. You're
basically.
helping him. You need... Sharpening a katana takes a long fucking time. Sometimes you have multiple people sharpen it. Same concept applies.
Yep.
Comedy's hard.
Oh yeah, it is.
Writing a joke is incredibly difficult
because you got to come up with something that you think's funny.
Well,
and then you got to test it, and then you got to adjust it. You know, it's very like there are some people that are quick-witted enough to where a lot comes naturally, but then that's early on. Once you're touring like 100 shows in a year, there's only so much new stuff you can come up with.
And a lot of it's just you gotta refine. And when you're a comedian, a traveling comedian,
and there's a difference between being quick-witted in a conversation and being able to go up and do stand-up. Yes.
Because you have to play the room. It's difficult. There are people who fucking bomb. That's why some motherfuckers, will only stay in their wheelhouse. It's all like, no, as a big name comedian, from what I have heard, a lot of the big, successful ones say, it's just tour, hitting up these little places. And even when you think they're not doing it, they're doing it. Joe Rogan, the entire time he was doing, news radio, he was doing stand-up. He was doing that as well as...
I love that show.
Dude, News radio was great.
Dude,
Phil
Andy
Hartman's
Dick is all over the place. Yeah.
He got Phil Hartman's wife back on dope. Yep. It's like, damn.
So, by extension, he essentially got Phil Hartman killed.
Yep. That's how a lot of... that. Who sees it that way? David Lovitz.
John Lovitz?
John Lovitz. There we go. Yeah, it's David's brother. He's the silent brother. I would go to LA maybe next year for my birthday or for your birthday this year. We should go down to LA. He has a comedy club.
Who?
In a restaurant. John Lovitz.
Oh, okay.
It's like, fuck yeah, will he be up there? Be like, dude, bro, I will give you 153 pennies if you go on stage right now. That might work. It's a Coke. I mean, I don't know if he ever did joke. Yeah, not coke. No. Oh, speaking of coke, Pam I was going to say Pamela Anderson. Fucking, she said at the age of 23, Tim Allen exposed himself to her, flashed her on the set of Home Improvement.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
Yeah, of course. He's a fucking rat. A nigga legit. I was all like, man, I liked him until I heard that. Got caught with coke. And then literally...
It's like, I grew up with that show. That and like...
on a bunch of fucking people. And it's all like... And only got like, I think 2 years or some shit.
And it wasn't even like a... It wasn't even a hard 2 years. It was
it was very soft. And it's all like, that's bullshit. If the amount was small... then it's a little annoying because, you got out on white.
Yeah.
You know, which is fucking annoying. You know, or I should say conservative white, because there's a big difference. I know a lot of poor whites that they're like, ha, nigga, get your ass over there. What the fuck? You ain't no human. You're 2/3 of a human. You know, and you know in the South, a bunch of them poor white people, they were like, fuck, I wish we could make them niggas 2/3 of a motherfucking person, too.
Yep.
Because they treated them like... shite.
Like less than a person.
Yeah. Any rich people, once you get beyond a certain point, you think you're better than everybody.
Just because you have...
No, mainly because you have the security to fuck up and it doesn't hurt anything.
Yeah.
So when people are like, Elon's a genius, it's like, no. Well, if he fails... it's really not going to fucking affect anything.
No, and in this country, we've gotten to a point where if you're a big business and you fail, if you're big money and you fail,
you'll get bailed out.
Which
they're lucky I'm not president, because I would have been like, nigga, you failed. I'm coming for your shit.
Yeah.
Like, not your jobs, but I'm coming for your shit. And I'd even make a new law. If you intentionally do the shit that these executives do, that destabilizes the security of the country, I'm not having that.
No.
I'm the commander-in-chief, nigga. I'm not letting some punk-ass businessman, because he wants to line his pocket, and then other punk-ass businessmen who ultimately only look out for themselves and their own interest, nigga, they do that to their own fucking kids. The fuck makes you think they're not going to do that to everybody else? They're doing it. You know, none of these fucking people care. You know, look at Pelosi. She got fucking... her and Mitch McConnell got in office, and these niggas are just all like, should we vote for another raise? Should we vote for another raise? And the reason they don't like any new people coming in is because we have to pay, literally, once they're in and out, we literally, we're paying them for life now.
Yeah.
And I'd cut that shit.
No, when you're out, you're out.
You don't
get a paycheck for the rest of your life.
No.
Because you did a communal job. You did a job for... like a public service job.
You know what? Yeah, they'd hate me because all I'd be doing is be quoting Tiberius, Tyrannus. We're modeled off of the Roman Empire.
Yep.
And it's all like we're following the same fucking tracks.
The playbook's there, and we're right. We're right, play by play.
And the Roman nobles are just fucking the plebes over, and that's us. We're the plebeians, nigga. We do all the motherfucking sacrifice, and we get literally
shit on.
And if you're black, you literally get nothing. If you're Latin, because Latins and blacks, they were all like, oh, you ain't getting none of this GI Bill. What the fuck, nigga? You don't get no house. We're gonna redline you motherfuckers. You get all this garbage. And then they did some, I'd seen this on the subreddit, Science.
Is that the one you sent me?
Yeah. Where it was all like, most of the wealth comes from owning homes, and most of the people that own homes are fucking, white people, and black people only do this, and Latin people are here, and, Asians are here. It's like, yeah, nigga, that's because systematically you made it to where anybody of brown skin was considered black. And I love my Asian brothers and sisters, but you need to understand, yes, you were treated like shit. You were. But it was for like fucking 30 years. Was it mean? Yeah. Was it fucked up? Yeah. Especially when my niggas are like, we're Buddhist. We're super cool. We don't fuck with nobody. We're just here to pan gold. What's up, white dude? What's up, black dude? What's up, Indian guy and Mexican dude with guns? What are you doing? Uh-oh. And they all got shot and fucking robbed all the goddamn time. That was fucked up.
Yeah.
But that was more, you're new to the game and you're not armed. Despite hella people being like, bro, I am begging you, buy this gun. No, it's okay. I'm a pacifist. No, look, okay, I'll give it to you for 50% off. But no, I know you're trying to make a sale. No. At this point, I'm
trying to give it to you.
I will give this motherfucker to you. Could you please? You don't even have to shoot him. Just shoot it in the air. Shoot it out. Don't. That's enough. No. We don't do that. Oh, you're in for a world of hurt. And then the whole railroad thing. But you got paid. You know, did they force you to do the job? Yes. But, you know, ultimately as shit got on, you know, they did still treat you like shit. They did. I'm not going to say that. But on your card, you can still buy homes. You could still do little things that allowed, you know, your successors to come up. Did you get treated like shit? Yes, I will not take that away. Especially in the city, they did Asians kind of dirty. Remember when they were taking them and being like, hey, fucked up. We could just make them whores. It's like, bro, they're 7. So? Oh. There was a house, I remember hearing about it when we were younger, where the little Chinese girls were escaping through the fucking garage.
Yeah.
It was a fucking house of ill repute. I love how you just have that piece of fucking string hanging from your beard. Still there.
The fuck?
Still there. He's just sitting there chilling. Just like, hey everybody, I'm on TV. It's like, well, not really. I mean, if they have it on their TV, kind of like that.
But not really at the same time.
Yeah. And I was listening to a Dan Carlin podcast on the Vikings. Looking at your beard, it reminded me of it. And we actually don't know as much about them as we thought. Like, we thought we knew a lot about them. Nah. They were more just, literally, we thought that they were like super organized and banded together. It was more their religion made it to where, like, don't be a bitch, keep a weapon on you, fuck shit up. You know, when people come over, give good gifts, be a cool nigga. You know, so they were about fighting and fucking shit up. And then it was all like, hey, I took the boat, right? I went down the way, right? You know, those Christians, yeah? Remember them? Yeah. I killed one of them. Ha! Cool. He had hella gold on him. What? Nuh-uh. But I thought they were poor. Bruh. So me, Roloff, motherfucker Olaf, and that nigga Sven, we went up there, right? I took my axe. Caught. Right? And that's essentially what I did. And then, you know, I bumped into one of them and he said, hello, my child. And I said, shut up, and I fed him my axe. He ate it. I took it out. He wasn't hungry. So I was like, where'd he come from? Look, there's a monastery up there. Let's go check it out. We checked it out. There was 4 of us, 5 of us, maybe 6, maybe 8. I don't know. How many's on a boat? 30. I think they said like 25 to 30. So, you know, you ain't gonna go with everybody. So like 10, 15 of us. Go check this shit out real quick. Hey, knock, knock, knock. Knock, knock, knock. They're not home. Bam! Oh, look, they're home. Oh, they don't got no weapons. Oh. There's a lot of shit here. Let's kill them. And then they murdered all the priests, and they took all the shit, and then they were like, fuck hitting these villages, nigga. They'll get people to come fight us. I mean, we murder them anyway.
Yeah.
But it's a lot easier to just, you know, hit someone with an axe who's fucking defenseless, and then we just go about looting the place. You know, and that's what they did. And that's how they started making money, start looting places. And then I show up to your lodging. Oh, what's up, Tone? What you doing, nigga? Say, hey, it's been a minute. How you doing? Oh, man, nigga, you know, just living life, having good shit. Bam, there goes my gift. It's all like, whoa. Where the fuck did you get that? It's like, oh, I didn't tell you? And since everybody does it, the more people you have to raid, the safer it is. It's like, yeah, the loot, you know, has to be divvied up a little bit more on what you can take, you know, so it's just get more niggas and go do that.
Yeah.
And it just started growing more and more and more, and then they'd hit these places, you know, once every 4 years. It's not like they were hitting everything everywhere like we thought. Nah. Every 4 to 8 years they'd hit.
They had a cycle.
It was just, yeah, some people, you know, built walls. That's why he started building walls to keep raiders out. And they just be like, fuck that. I'm not fucking with them. But the easiest thing to do...
It's. I mean, that's kind of the mentality of a criminal. It's like, it's too much work.
Yeah. So,
It's too much work. Let me just do this quick.
Vikings were just fucking raiders, just like the Mongols were raiders. If the Mongols had to stay and fight a prolonged battle beyond, the one or two that they decimate and then roll on, eventually they would have been ground down. Like, I believe if the Huns would have encountered the actual Roman, or I should say, if they would have encountered the Roman Republic, they would have been fucked. Since they encountered the Roman Empire, it was towards, the latter half of its,
existence.
Ability to fucking hold its own way. And then by that time, they were just so many fucking weak leaders, so much corruption. You couldn't do shit.
And it's kind of the opposite. It's right in that book. It's the opposite of the one for all for one. It was me for me, fuck you.
Yeah.
I mean, you had so many different groups. It wasn't.
That's what we're facing now. What happened was in the beginning, and this is where Tiberius, I think it was Tiberius, either Tiberius or Tyrannus, they understood. We go out, and he was a consort, which means there's our council. There's two of them. I'm council, he's co-council. We run the Roman Empire for a year. This nigga's corrupt, I'm not. I was just out on campaign doing my shit in Spain. We lost. But I was able to negotiate the lives of, I think, 20,000. I know there was 2 involved. I can't remember if it was 2 or 20. That's a big-ass difference. Still, 2 is involved, nigga. And he negotiated for their lives. They get back. Now, this is not only Roman soldiers, citizens, and most importantly, noblemen. They get back. You fucked up. We don't see this as a victory. You sued for peace. You made us look weak as fuck. You're a bitch. You know what happens to bitches in this country. You're gonna fucking die. And then, the people who were saved by that nigga and their families were like, I have a motherfucking different view.
Yeah.
We take it to vote, and when I say we take it to vote, we take it to vote. Your whole fucking city, everybody in the goddamn town, whatever city you're in, whatever town you're in, they vote. Do we keep your name alive? And because you negotiated for everybody's life, literally everyone in Rome was all like, it's a piece of paper. Well, a clay tablet.
Yeah.
That you can, you put in this bin or that bin, and then they move away. And, he lives. So they were like, oh shit. That's when that nigga learned. You have the people, you have the power. And he just kept doing shit for the people. And where, Rome really started fucking up, and he caught this, and he did some, reforms, was if you were a farmer who could afford armor, all the standard equipment to be a standard soldier in the motherfucking military, you were doing your part to help maintain, the empire. And that means your family had a farm. You had people who were actually invested in Rome itself. And then when these guys went off to war, when you came back, a lot of the times, or the way Rome set up its military, he's the general. He tells me, I'm getting you this much shit because he is getting this much shit due to his victory. Anthony is now the governor of, this sounds familiar, of Transalpine Gaul, France, Italy border.
Yep.
There. Bow. That is what Anthony's in control of. He got fields to fucking, grow his grain. He got mountains to mine his ore. And he got water, rivers and shit to do his thing. This nigga's cool. He got money. He got shit. I get a farm. I can do this. I get that. Beyond coin. Don't want to be up there. I get coin. Go back to Rome. Got my farm. I'm all cool. That shit stopped being a thing, and just the Roman generals and the people invested in those Roman generals started getting hella money. The people with money who were back home, who just had money, me and this nigga, I control a legion, he controls a legion. Bro, you head up that way, I head up this way, we're doing separate shit, same goal, we murder, we meet in the middle, clap hands, nigga. We just came back with 80,000 slaves. What, son? That's not even counting the gold. That's not counting the grain. That's not counting all the other shit that I took from them.
Livestock, all that shit.
Yep, going back. Bow. Ha! We're in the money. We're in the money. Legit.
Yeah.
And, you know, now people who, you know, these people who had large estates and big farms to begin with, because they were shrewd and good at business, now they have more money and slaves that they don't have to fucking really pay to farm the land. Now,
just feed them just enough to live.
And if this nigga's over here like, bruh, like you're over here, I can get this much, you know, yield out of your land with these slaves, like, why don't I just give you, your shit cost what? You pay 250 gold pieces for this? Or Doctari, I think that's what it's called.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I'll give you 350. You know what? Fuck it. I'll give you 400 Doctari on that. Take them gold pieces, bruh. And you're just sitting there like, oh shit. And then later on, it became like, I'm choking you. Nigga, take this fucking 25 and get lost. The fuck out of here. Or I'm just going to envelop your shit and just take it.
It's mine.
Business-wise.
It's mine now.
And then you're just like, damn. So that's those people had to do. So the elite, you know, hella, the few owned a lot. And I don't know if you're aware of this, but economics works when a lot of people spend money.
Yep.
That's what makes shit work. When a couple niggas have hella money, they're just going to sit there and reinvest it and try and squeeze
hold on to as much of it as possible and add to it.
And try and squeeze more out of other people.
That's why trickle down economics. No.
They won't do that.
Those are their friends.
Yeah, they won't do that.
I'm not going to rob you. Yeah. I'm going to rob him.
And that's why I thought it was funny that, you know, Betsy DeVos was made education, you know, head of education. I was like, isn't that funny? Her family and the family she married into are known for MLM schemes.
Yeah.
I'm getting it. Yeah, I become governor.
And her brother's the head of fucking Blackwater.
I'll be like, nah.
As the founder of Blackwater.
MLMs are fucking illegal.
Yeah.
MLMs are illegal. I don't give a fuck about that multi-level marketing, because you get a lot of dumb motherfucking people who think, oh no, these bars are different. Shut the fuck up, nigga. No, they're not. You're doing someone else's legwork. It's like that. One thing I'm glad growing up with a bunch of dope dealers is you get turned on to that shit real quick, motherfucking quick. Don't sell unless you tell them the amount that you're purchasing it for, and you're gonna go sell it at your motherfucking prices. Nigga, don't you do no motherfucking work for anybody off no motherfucking fronting, unless you're a businessman who's hurting, you got the capital, you got the credit, you know what the fuck you're doing, you know, you just need something
not
to get you
fucking
to where
someone trying to make a quick buck.
And that's where you get a lot of these people, you know, and that's what irritates me, is because I see a lot of these business people do shit where I'm like, nigga, that's the same shit the dope dealers do. Why is it illegal for them, but it's illegal for you to do it? That's the shit that business people really need to be. You need to put them motherfuckers on a short leash. You need to treat them like an ill-tempered dog. Every time they get out of fucking, every time they get out of hand, you gotta yank that chain. Shut your little bitch ass up. Sit down. Do what the fuck I say. You know, nigga.
That's why there needs to be oversight. I'm not saying it needs to be big government, but there needs to be oversight.
You need to have oversight, because then you get motherfuckers literally feeding people straight.
And even then, what oversight we have is completely ineffective.
Oh, it's bullshit.
It's
straight bullshit.
Yeah. I mean, talking about the bailouts and shit like that, how much of that went to executive bonuses? How are you getting a bonus when you failed?
How do you not put that as that like
the fact that you allow that to happen?
That's what pisses me off about that Obama fucking bailout. It's like, nigga, you didn't put any rules in there.
Yeah, there's no stipulations.
Like, nigga, here you go. That's why he won. That's it. We're like, no, we're gonna pick him. He's gonna do it. Did Obama do some shit? Not really.
No.
You know, is it his fault? No, because number one, he's most likely bought and paid for, like most all presidents. Not
but
to
beyond
mention
that,
except Bernie. You know,
beyond that, you had what's his name? Fucking
Boehner.
Yeah.
Boehner, who literally said,
I'm going to make sure.
You look at the fire in that guy's eyes. He legit, this NIGG, finish it. I'm going to make sure.
And that's what the hard are. That's what the hard are.
Yeah. He all but said it. He was hot.
His face said it.
Motherfucker. And it was just all like, yeah, I know what you want to say.
Yeah.
I get it. I know what that face is. And I don't know what it is with conservative white men, older conservative white men. And when I say older, I mean a lot older. They take anyone else being all like, our forefathers knew how you niggas were. So they worded it in the Constitution that everyone, they even felt black people were the same. They didn't follow like a lot of the fucking founding fathers, nigga, no, they weren't Christian. They followed something that lightweight, that allowed them to say that, you know, I'm agnostic, when literally, if you listen to some of it, they're like, no, this shit doesn't exist. They were a bunch of fucking prophets that got us to this point, that understand that humans are dumb. So I have to use a manipulation tactic to get you on to what the fuck I am talking about.
Yeah.
It's still done to this day. I go find a fucking pimp and sit in on this nigga convincing a chick that she needs to prostitute. She's gonna get paid from that shit. I've heard it, and it's like, god damn, this nigga got a silver fucking tongue. You'd be surprised. There's some people out there that can get you to do some shit that you otherwise wouldn't be doing, and it all depends on where you are in life. Because if you're down in the dumps, you'd be surprised at what some people can convince you to do when you.
Well, and they know who to go after. They know who to talk to, and they know how to talk to them.
Niggas dumb, uneducated, they can't get the money, they can't get the good jobs, and they don't have the intelligence to decipher what the fuck is going on when they're being conned. That's what. Look at Elon Musk. That's all that nigga does is con. We're running out of juice.
Yeah.
We better finish while we got the time.
Yeah, before the camera goes on us. But we're going to be changing some shit up pretty soon, and we're going to be figuring some shit out.
It's my mama. She's calling.
Yo, mama.
She's saying.
Mama said. Mama said.
Mama said. I knock you out.
But yeah, we're going to be figuring some shit out. I don't know if we're going to be able to record next week, but we'll figure some shit out to be able to do some shit for y'all. All five of you.
So you know what? You can record yourselves being us and then upload it and then
give us credit.
Yeah. And then start your own.
You know, just go back and watch and listen to all the previous episodes about 200 times each. And make a bunch of fake accounts.
That'll really help. Farm it out to like India and China and shit. Hey, help us out.
But yeah, we'll catch you later.
Yep, peace out.
Doses.
Cuckoo chew.